Hey guys, and welcome back to the HobbyDude007 channel and another installment of Now That's Cool. Today we're going to be looking at some absolutely fantastic builds from my good friend Jerel Wolfe. I've known Jerel longer than about any other modeler around. He and I were very good friends of the late Ricky Couch, where we both learned a lot. Let's take a look at Jerel's builds. Ricky Couch and I were privileged to meet Jerel in the mid-1980s, and we formed quite a friendship. And I tell you what, Ricky and Jerel really hit it off because they're both kind of hot rodders and custom guys. And while I'm a race car guy, we still had a kindred spirit with each other. And just a special guy Jerel is. But I wanted to share with you today some of the builds that Jerel has built over the years that are just off the chain to me, and I think you'll agree. What you see here, this car and boat set, now this has been around a long time. There's a lot of hand painting. There's a lot of graphics that are just And you'll notice the aluminum wheels. Also, Jerel has a lathe and milling machine, and like Ricky, he does a lot of that stuff. But look at the stance on this thing. And the interior, 4 different colors. And again, those graphics are hand painted. Is that not something? Love this car. But Jerel always has some little details that you don't really see. You notice between the boat and the car. Now, first of all, check out the tie down for the boat on the winch, the chains, everything. But you notice the cooler sitting between with the ice and the drinks in it. Always lots of little details like that Jerel throws in, and you'll see some of those as we go along. But this is one of my favorite combos, and this was probably pushing 20 years old. Notice the billet aluminum steering wheel, all the seat belts, all of the plumbing, and that big old Hemi. This thing is just absolutely fully wired and plumbed. You see the speakers back there. I've always loved this build. And this is quite an award winner in itself. And love the color. Next up is one of Jerel's Willis's. And this thing, guys, this one is the latest one, and it is off the chain. His paint work is always absolutely fantastic. The billet wheels, everything. And as you see here, now this one he was setting it up, so I didn't have it on the mirror yet. And this was at the Appalachian Scale Modelers Show, and he was getting it set up. Check that out. And like I said, the paint work and the graphic work is just very creative. From the rear, check out those big pipes back there. And like myself, Jerel is retired as well now. The little details on the interior, as I was saying, a lot of little bitty things you'll find all over his builds. Beautiful front end. And that clear red in the center of the hood there, very well done. And a look at that Hemi in that one. This is just a really, really cool build too. And next up is one of my favorites. And keep in mind, this is painted. This isn't decals. 1970 Roadrunner. The red interior on this thing, the white walls, the wheels. In fact, this one was on the cover of, I think it was a contest annual, I'm pretty sure it was a Scale Auto contest annual. I could be wrong. It might have been just a regular issue, but check those flames out and that red interior. Absolutely awesome. And this is a curbside. And next up is this coupe. Another one of my favorites. There's just something about the fender skirts, the spare tire back there, the stance. That's another thing that he and Ricky used to do, was keep them really low to the ground in the weeds, and just absolutely awesome. Now check out the cowboy hat and the sunglasses on the front seat. And then one of my favorites of his later builds, or latest builds, this hauler with this gasser on it. And check out the motorcycles. And in the bay, which I don't think I took a picture of, down in the bay, where it says built there, between the cab and the ramp, there are a couple of bicycles in there. Very cool. And look at that 57 Ford gasser. This thing was really, really cool. Another award winner here. Look at the engine. Love that breather. And a look out back. Really just an absolutely awesome, awesome build. And one of his latest builds, and with the theme being Mustangs in Atlanta, I think this one's going to stand a good chance, and you'll see why in a second. Absolutely flawless, very slick silver paint job. That red interior, the wheels, everything, just absolutely awesome. And check out what's under the hood. Cool, huh? Every little nut, bolt, detail, machined parts everywhere. Just absolutely an awesome, awesome piece of work. Jerel, I salute you, my brother. By the way, Jerel is a Marine veteran, and as I said, is retired like myself. Jerel, love you, buddy. Salute. Guys, thanks for sticking around. This tribute from my good buddy Jerel Wolfe. Y'all have a great one. God bless. I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.